Hello children, welcome to this EduSat English Teleteaching program sponsored by Porsak Odisha. So, my dear children, in the last session we discussed the first SCP, the first two paragraphs of the prose text festivals of Northeast India. Today we will be discussing the next two paragraphs, right. So, before going to discuss the next two paragraphs, let us have a recap of our previous session. So, what we did in the last session, right. So, the topic is festivals of Northeast India. All these images which are given on the screen, they are about different festivals observed or celebrated by the people of Northeast India, right. You now see, when we say Northeast India, we know 8 states they form the Northeast India or the Northeast India, the northern East India part that comprises or that includes 8 states: Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. And as I have already told you, 2 H, right, then 3 M, you can remember this, and N S T. So, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura, they are the 8 states, they form the Northeast India, right. And you see 7 sisters, only excluding Sikkim, all these 7 states Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura, they are called 7 sisters, right. They are called 7 sisters. You just see, मजारे तांको सात भौणी बोली कहा जाए एवं से अंचल को सात भौणी रो लैंड बोली कहा जाए, अंचल बोली कहा जाए, राइट. बिकॉज contiguous 7 states are there, they are close to each other, they touch each other's border, they depend each on each other, right. And you see the first two paragraphs, the main ideas that we discussed. In the first paragraph, SCP 1, paragraph 1 and 2. So, first paragraph, that is the introduction to Northeast India, means what is Northeast India, what are the states they come under Northeast India, and second one is a place of diverse culture, different types of culture, different types of festivals they celebrate, and the supporting ideas or the small ideas, they are 8 states and 7 sisters. Sikkim is called the little brother to the 7 sisters, and they observe, they celebrate different festivals. There are different types of communities and tribes, they live in this part of India, and they celebrate their unique festivals, means this type of festivals you cannot find anywhere in other states. And most of the festivals, they are based on, right, they are based on agriculture, right. विशेष करी अधिकांश पर्वपर्वाणी माने कृषि भित्तिक, कृषि को भित्ति करी आधार करी they observe, they celebrate different types of festivals as we observe, right. And all the celebrations, all the festivals, they are observed with traditional songs, music, dances, all these things, right. This is all about the last class what we discussed, right. So, let us go to, so paragraph 3 and 4 we will be discussing paragraph 3 and 4. Let me read out the first paragraph, that is paragraph number 3. You listen to me and then we will start our discussion. Blessed with lush greenery and the mighty river Brahmaputra, the people of Assam have a lot to celebrate. Bihus are among the major cultural festivals of Assam. They are a series of 3 prominent festivals. They are Rongali Bihu, Kongali Bihu and Bhogali Bihu. Rongali Bihu, also known as Bohag Bihu, is celebrated in mid-April with the onset of spring and the beginning of the sowing season. It also marks the start of the new year there, right. So, once again you listen to me. Blessed with the lush greenery and the mighty river Brahmaputra, the people of Assam have a lot to celebrate. Bihus, you just see, Bihus are among the major cultural festivals. So, major cultural festivals are Bihus in Assam, right. and these bihus are a series of 3 prominent festivals. One is Rongali Bihu, another is Kongali Bihu, and the third one is Bhogali Bihu. So, Rongali Bihu, you just see Rongali Bihu is also known as, it is known as Bhogali Bihu, right. So, now you see the new words lush. So, you just see, so lush, the meaning of lush is over or well grown. So, densely greenery means पूरा पूरी सबुज रंग तार अर्थ भल माने blessed with good harvest or good we can say dense crops, right, green crops, and the mighty river. So, river Brahmaputra, you see this is also one of the blessings. So, the author says 2 blessings are there for Assam, one is green field and another is river Brahmaputra. And the people of Assam, they also celebrate 3 bihus, right, bihus, 3 bihus, one is Rongali Bihu, another is Kongali Bihu and another is Bhogali Bihu. So, lush means overall well grown, then celebrated, observed, right, and prominent of great importance. So, prominent festivals means the most important festivals, they are 3 bihus, right. So, let us go to the next part, right. So, Kongali or Kati Bihu is celebrated in mid October when the fields are lush, but the barns are empty. On this occasion, people light lamps and pray to God for a thriving harvest, right. And season thriving harvest season and to guide souls to heaven. Bhogali, called Magha Bihu, is observed in mid January, and the festival symbolizes the end of the harvest season. It is a thanksgiving when the crops have been harvested and the barns are full. So, my dear children, you just see Kongali Bihu is also known as Kati Bihu, right. जोटा को आमे काटी बिहु तांकर आमे जोटा को कहू अक्टोबर बा आमे कार्तिक मास रे जोटा को जो पर्व सब पालन करू सेमती सेमाने ताको काटी बिहु because they observe this festival Kongali Bihu in the month of Kati in their language, right, and especially in mid October, right, when the fields are lush, lush means very green, and the barns means the, you just see, barns means large building for storing farm products. आमे जो सब कृषिजात जिनस जो हम स्टोर करू ताको आमे बार्न बोली कहू, राइट, जो बेले बेले आमे बड़ बड़ सब माने जगार रखू बा तापाई घर करू, घर करके आमे जो भंडार घर करू से भंडार घरे आमे ताको we store all the crops after harvesting all these things, right. So, large buildings for storing farm products कृषिजात जिनस जो आमे रखू ताको बार्न बोली आमे कहू, right. So, जेतेबेले बार्न गुडा empty, when the barns are empty and the field is very green during that period, that means mid October, right, mid October they observe the Kongali or Kati Bihu, and on this occasion what people do, they light lamps, right, they light lamps जेमती आमे भी दीप प्रज्वलन दीप जलाऊे आमे दीपावली रे जिन दीप जलाऊ सेमती सेमाने सब they light lamps and they pray to God, right, for thriving harvest. You see thriving. So, what is thriving? Successful, rich harvest, yes. So, for rich harvest they celebrate this festival, they pray to God, right. And Bhogali called Magha Bihu. So, Kongali Bihu is called Kati Bihu and Bhogali Bihu is called Magha Bihu, right. This Bihu is called because it is also observed in the month of Magh, Magh मास रे आमे जेमती पालन करछे सेमाने जेमती पालन करंती आमे जेमती माघ मास रे we observe, we celebrate Lakshmi Puja, you know, right, because we pray to Goddess Lakshmi to give or to express our gratitude. Exactly, they also observe Bhogali Bihu is observed in the month of January, you see, in the month of January, and this festival symbolizes the end of the harvest season, and it is also called the Thanksgiving celebration, Thanksgiving festival. Bhagavan ku कृतज्ञता जणाइबा पई they observe, they celebrate this festival. So, 3 festivals. So, these are 3 views, right. Symbolizes means to be a symbol, sign, right. Symbolizes, this festival this festival that is a sign, that means when we observe or when the people of Assam they observe this festival, that is the symbol of the harvesting, end of harvesting season, right. And now you see paragraph 4, any Bihu celebration, this paragraph is about how they observe. Any Bihu celebration is considered incomplete without melodious folk songs and traditional dance. The Bihu dance is joyous one. Young men and women get in their best traditional attire and perform the dance with brisk steps and hand movement. The tune of national musical instruments including cymbals, bamboo clapper, dhol which is similar to a drum, and the pepa which is a wind instrument made of buffalo horn, and different kind of flavor to the dance as well as the atmosphere. The songs have been handed down through many generations. So, my dear children, let us see the new words first. Yes, attire, right. There is a word attire, best traditional attire you see. So, traditional attire means their old practice, the dress or clothes which they put on, right. And another word brisk steps you see. Brisk steps means fast, very quick steps, they dance with very quick steps, right. And symbols you see, symbol, right. And the meaning you just look at the picture, ame jahaku guinea kohuche, right. And then you see clapper you see, जोटा को आम साधारणतः हाथ में बजाई था काठी दासकाठी, right. And then pepa is a musical instrument you see, right. So, pepa which is a wind instrument, ताको पवन पार्टी रे माने बजाती बफालो हॉर्न ने तैयारी हुए, right. So, बफालो हॉर्न you see, जोटा कि से माने they play music by using this. And so, any Bihu celebration is considered incomplete without melodious folk songs and traditional dance. That means, they sing songs, they dance and they enjoy, and they use these musical instruments like cymbals, clapper, then your pepa and drum, right. ସେମାନେ ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାବରେ they observe the festivals, right. So, now you see the images very beautifully, they are enjoying their festivals, different, these are the images of Bihu festivals, right. There are 3 views we have already discussed. Then we will see, so you can watch their dance, how with brisk steps they are dancing, how the people they are using their musical instruments to play the music, traditional music and songs. Let us go to the next part. So, my dear students, let us see. So, paragraph 2 and 3, the key ideas, 3 Bihus they observe, right. 3 Bihus they observe, Rongali Bihu, and which is called Bohag Bihu, right. And they observe, they celebrate Kongali Bihu. So, Rongali, Kongali and Bohag, and To remember these three things, you can remember RKB, right. So, my dear students, you just remember the first letter, so that you can RKB, Rongali, Kongali and Bhogali, right. And Rongali Bihu is known as Bohag, RB. Then Kongali Bihu is known as Kati Bihu, KK, RB, KK, and the Bhogali Bihu is known as Magha Bihu, right, M. So, this is Kati means in the month of Kati, Kartika Masa, in the month of Magha Masa, and this is Bhogali, this is the beginning of the new year, mid April. आमे जेतेबेले पणा संक्रांति पालन करू, विशेष कर आमे 14 एप्रिल 14 रे बहु माने प्राय आमे पालन करू, सेही समय रे सो मिड एप्रिल रे सेवन दे ऑब्जर्व दिस रोंगाली व्यू, मिड एप्रिल onset of spring, beginning of the sowing season, this is the beginning of the new year, right. आम बड़ी से माने they also observe this beginning of the new year. And Kongali, so RK view, Kongali view known as Kati view in the month of October when the fields are lost. So, you see ए तीन टाक जिनस आम गोटे जिनस मन रखा जे पर्वर बिहू पर्वर ना कौन आउ केबे पालन करा जाए, यू जस्ट सी केबे पालन करा जाए, राइट, केबे पालन करा जाए, मिड एप्रिल, मिड अक्टोबर, मिड जनवरी, राइट, टाइम टाइम ऑफ सेलिब्रेशन, तापरे काहे की पालन करा जाए, ऑनसेट ऑफ स्प्रिंग, बिगिनिंग ऑफ द सोइंग सीजन, सो काहे की पालन करा जाए, न्यू ईयर, एंड दिस इज एम्प्टी when the fields are lost, माने जेतबे सबुज अछि एवं जेतबे सरी जाए फसल सरी जाए आम खाइबा सरी जाए से समय we celebrate this festival. And the last festival, that is we want to express our gratitude to the God, आमे पालन करू. Exactly that happens also in case of the Assam people. The Assamese, they also celebrate the at the beginning of the sowing season, that is Rongali Bihu, and in the middle when the fields are very green, Kongali Bihu, month of Kati, and Bhogali Bihu at the end, at the time of harvesting or after harvesting, right. So, now you see, so what they do, Bihu festivals. So, how they observe the Bihu festival, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes are there, and you just see traditional dance, melodious folk songs, right, then traditional dance, traditional attire means dress, brisk steps, very quick steps, and with hand movement, and then they play musical instruments, right, and these play musical instruments, they are cymbals, then bamboo clappers, right, and dhol and pipa. All these 4 instruments they play at the time of observing or celebrating the Bihu festivals, right. So, let us go to listen to the music and watch the dance, right, how beautiful they are enjoying their festivals, Bihu festivals. So, they sing songs, dance, they move their hands, and they use quick steps, right, very nicely. You see, you just watch their hand movement, their brisk steps, Assam people, they celebrate their Bihus. Let us discuss some comprehension questions so that you can understand these 2 paragraphs better. So, question number 1, what are the paragraphs 2 and 3 about? And we have already discussed these 2 paragraphs are about the festivals of Assam, right. And number 2, what are the people of Assam blessed with? We have already discussed the people of Assam, they are blessed with 2 things. What are these 2 things? One is lush greenery, and another is mighty river Brahmaputra. So, the author says the people of Assam, they are blessed with 2 things, very good green field, crop field, and their river. The river, actually due to their river, they are very rich. They are rich in wealth, they are also rich in their culture, right. Question number 3, what are the important festivals of Assam? We have already discussed these important festivals are the Bihu festivals, right. Then next question, how many kinds of Bihu festivals do people in Assam celebrate and what are they? So, they celebrate 3 Bihu festivals, right, and they are RKB, Rongali, Kongali and Bhogali Bihu. So, please remember RKB, right. And next question, what are the 2 important things without which the Bihu festivals are not complete? These 2 things are melodious folk songs and traditional dance. So, songs and dance, right. And next question, how do young people dance during Bihu? So, when they celebrate Bihu festivals, Rongali, Kongali and Bhogali Bihus, how young people they dance, you see, they get in their best traditional attire, right. So, traditional dress, they put on traditional dress and they perform the dance and with brisk steps and hand movement. You have already watched the video, right. And next question, so which musical instruments are played during Bihu dance? So, when the people of Assam they celebrate the Bihu festivals, right. So, which type of or what are the musical instruments they play? Let us see the traditional musical instruments and these are cymbals, jahaku ame janjo bagini kohuche, then bamboo clavers, daskatia and dhol, the drum and pepa which is made of buffalo horns, right. So, these are 4 instruments they use. You can multiple choice type of a question, which musical instruments do the people of Assam play at the time of celebrating their Bihu festivals, right. So, let us go to sum up the class. So, today what we discussed? We discussed the Bihu festivals in Assam and Bihu festivals they are Rongali Bihu, Kongali Bihu and Bhogali Bihu. RKB I have already told you to remember easily and Rongali Bihu is known as Bohag Bihu. ସେମାନେ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରନ୍ତି ରାଇଟ୍, ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି ନ୍ୟୁ ଇୟର ଆରମ୍ଭ ଭୋଗ, ଯେଉଁଟା କି କୋଙ୍ଗାଲି ବିହୁ ଇଜ୍ କାଟି ବିହୁ ଇନ୍ ଦ ମନ୍ଥ ଅଫ୍ କାଟି ଆଣ୍ଡ ଭୋଗାଲି ବିହୁ ଇନ୍ ଦ ମନ୍ଥ ଅଫ୍ ମାଘ ବିହୁ। ତେଣୁ ତମେ ପିଲେ ଏଇ ଦିନଟା ଇଜିଲି ମନେ ରଖିଦେଇପାରିବ। କୋଙ୍ଗାଲିଟା ହେଉଛି କାଟି ବିହୁ କାର୍ତ୍ତିକ ମାସ, ଭୋଗାଲି ହେଉଛି ମାଘ ମାସ ଆଣ୍ଡ ରୋଙ୍ଗାଲି ହେଉଛି ଭୋଗ ମାସ, ମିନ୍ସ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ବିଗିନିଂ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ସୋଇଂ ସିଜନ୍। ସେଟାକୁ ସେମାନେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରନ୍ତି ରାଇଟ୍। ଆଣ୍ଡ କେତେବେଳେ ହ୍ୱେନ୍ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ମିଡ୍ ଏପ୍ରିଲ, this is mid October, this is mid January. So, mid April आमे जेमिति पालन करछे पणा संक्रांति, mid October विशेष करी दशहरा पर्व पर्व आमे जो पालन करछे, mid January विशेष करी आमे माघ मास जो लक्ष्मी पूजा समय पर्व आमे जेमिति पालन करछे, they also celebrate these festivals and these festivals are also based on agriculture, right. And why? This is the beginning of new year, as we have new year, right, and this is rich or thriving harvest, भल फसल हवा पाई से पूजा करते मझे जो ग्रीन थाए आईटा हूँ शेष बेलू आम जमी लक्ष्मी पूजा कर शेष बेलू से टू एक्सप्रेस देयर ग्रेटिट्यूड टू गिव थैंक यू राइट एंड कौन करती मेलोडियस सॉन्ग्स, ट्रेडिशनल डांस, ट्रेडिशनल अटायर और ड्रेस, क्विक स्टेप्स, ब्रिस्क स्टेप्स and movement, all these things, and they use or they play the musical instruments like cymbals, bamboo clappers, dhol and pepa. So, I think my dear children, you understand these two paragraphs easily. In the next session we will discuss the next part of the text, the festivals of Northeast India. Thank you very much. See you in the next session.